to have a place that looks and feels different than what they're used to, and be able to see other possibilities for themselves that they never imagined before. There's never a shortage of stories of pain that our students have experienced. Almost always you're starting with an incomplete or a broken family in some capacity, whether that's single parenthood, whether that's a family member that's been incarcerated, usually living in an environment that's had all kinds of traumatic impacts. So Mike Jones is currently an adult alumnus of Boys Republic. He serves on our advisory board now because we think it's critically important for the voice of former students to be involved at the strategic planning level for the organization. And he invests in our current students. He's hired multiple folks in our transitional housing program to be part of his business, continue to learn beyond what they'd learned with us, and in general is just a positive contributor to society and someone that all the staff who know him here are incredibly proud to call him, part of the BR community.
Hi, my name is Mike Jones. I'm former student of Boys Republic, attended here in 2000. My mom, she would do the best that she could to provide for us, but she wasn't there a lot of times either. She's this lady trying to take care of her kids on her own, and it's probably really stressful. And so, you don't understand that as a kid. You don't understand what the other individual, even if they're your parents, what they're going through. But when you don't have anyone around, who do you even have to prove your life to? When I got to Boys Republic is when basically I learned nothing without labor. To be able to understand that you can go and look at something and say, I can do that, and then go and complete it. It's pretty rewarding when you think like that. And Boys Republic left every opportunity on the table to give me that kind of chance to grow.
So, pop quiz, what kind of drill bit is that?
So the students at Boys Republic, they've been exposed to lots of different hardships that, say, a student at a normal high school probably wouldn't be exposed to. A lot of trauma, a lot of abuse. And it makes these students a little bit different than your day-to-day high schooler. And they're just trying to get through their life the best way they know how. I regularly see students that will struggle in the academic classroom, and then when they get in here, they absolutely flourish. Just because not everybody's cut out for academia or higher education, and that's fine. There are individuals that do better by moving around, working with their hands, being able to produce something, and they absolutely flourish in these conditions. So the trophies that you see at the car show, we are building, I think, close to 100 each year this year, and the students do take part in that. And the trophies incorporate both woodworking and metalworking. So the very top of the trophies are made out of old car parts that have been recycled into some sort of sculpture. And the guys, they help us put all those together and even design some of them. I try to incorporate building skills that they would be able to take into an industrial setting so they could build on or work on houses, either their own or do it as a career for themselves. Our goal is to give students the tools they need to succeed. And what better tool than to be able to work hard?
So we promote the development of vocational skills to have our students be the most complete they can be when they leave the program. we're growing them academically, we're addressing some of the traumatic impacts that they've had throughout growing up through individual and group counseling, and just generally building character as we go along. But the vocational programs really give them a platform for being self-sustaining when they leave. We want them to be able to leave the agency and support themselves.
And it's not just about the vocational programs, it's the byproduct of what they become after the program that's really neat to see. We've had a couple kids want to be in internships for catering, and it's a really neat opportunity for them, because at first they're like, I don't want to cook anything. I don't want to do all that. It seems like a lot of work. But then once they get to be a part of the parties and see the people that they're serving and how grateful the people that we're serving are for us making them really good food and having a really good time, you can see the kids like start enjoying it a little bit more, and they're like, oh, this is what you guys do? It's not as hard as I thought it was. I think that's what brings the kids here, and that's what makes the boys want to be here, is that they get a chance to do something other just sitting in a classroom all day long. They get to interact, they get to joke around, they get to learn something. They're not just being told, like, you need this many credits to, to graduate, you need this to get through the program. They actually get to learn something with their hands and take it on with them.
For me, I think all the people that have participated or offered their time or offered their resources here, this program itself is a gem. You don't find things like this. I went to another program when I was a kid, and it was nothing but doing time. And here, this has actually taught me to be a great young man to being a great man, a great husband, a great father. I have great friends here. This truly does feel like home to me. And I have to say, it's something that's life-changing for me. And I'll still be here to donate time as much as I possibly can. I even participate on some of the board panels. This is something so unique, and it's something that can offer kids a true way out of being in kind of mischief or being guided down the wrong path. But it takes resources, and it does take a whole lot of time. And more importantly, it takes staff that truly love what they do and have a true care for the well-being of the youth. And I would say that, our youth is our future, and they're the ones that are going to make the change and make this world either a worse place or a better place. But I just want to say thank you. Thanks for everything that was offered to me.
So to the donors that have been there for us historically and in the future, I simply want to say thank you. Thank you for the impact you help us make in the lives of our students.